going to go to the spicy part of the interview. We are going to ask Mel about SB19 related questions. So, Jay, can you ask her this?
Miss Melanie beated me in the last game reacts. No, sorry, I'm just a bit. How do you think SB19 impacts Philippine tourism?
You were here, so I'm
How?
sure you have something to say about that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. They impact tourism in a bigger way than I
Facts,
think people probably understand. Like they are
yeah,
bringing so much attention to the Philippines. And that's like it's not only good for aspects like people visiting the country like me, you know. It's like other artists who are actually getting more of a chance to be seen by international fans because
yeah,
we're getting more interested in what else is out there in the Philippines. Like I know, like when I started
Mm.
reacting, I was like, okay, so this is SB19, and then someone was like, you should check out Alamat, and I've only done one thing from Alamat so far, and they're like, oh, you should check out OPM, and it's like
yeah.
this maze. It's a maze, and it's like never ending. So it's they kind of suck you in SB19, and then they're opening the doors for so many other people to explore not only just artists and whatnot but the culture. Like I'm learning the language because of SB19, and I know that I want to go to the Philippines even if SB19 aren't there because I'm so interested in I want to talk to people, I want to go and eat the food, I want to learn more about the culture. So I think like big and small businesses are going to be impacted so greatly from this. I think more and more people are going to want to visit the Philippines. And I don't know, like I feel like I
Facts.
went to the Philippines in
Even I do.
2017, as I said, before I was even on YouTube, before I knew who SB19 were. I already visited it, but I didn't like after being there. I was like, yeah, that'd be a cool place to go back. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, there was so many things that I didn't appreciate when I was there that I want to go back and explore more. So I
The
think that
whole
they're
world
just
is
like
open.
such for sure. Like there's such a huge stepping stone for so many opportunities for people. And I think no one can discredit the insane impact that they are having and are going to have. Like it's actually unreal and yeah, really, really cool. So I think the
Facts.
tourism in particular, is going to have such a big impact because of them.
Amazing. That's a
Said it
very well put
beautifully.
right there.
Said
Said
it
it beautifully.
beautifully.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
And I can
Because
agree on that. Yeah.
mm, absolutely. So uh because of SB19, basically, you were able to check out what Philippines has to offer, right? And that's just amazing. This leads us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But not even
Since
And
that though.
SB19,
Just
uh-huh. Go
not
ahead.
even that
Sorry.
though. Like, I came there to see them, but what I got
Mm.
was, wow, this is Filipino hospitality. Like, this is a
Mm.
place
mm,
where I have never ever gone to another country and been like, how come this feels like home? Like it feels like a second home. I felt so safe. I felt so um, accepted, and just it just made me be like, oh my god, I cannot wait to go back there. Like I really cannot wait to go back there, and that's all because of
Nice.
SB19 and 18. So yeah, it was
I
really
love
cool.
that.
I love that. And
Mm.
and one thing I just want to quickly add on to that is I can really attest to what you're saying, Mel, because it's the same with me. Like I never thought in a million years I would go to a place like Philippines. Like and now I'm
Mm.
actually and that's not just because I don't want to, it's just I don't know, like no stars had aligned yet to just randomly go to the Philippines. But then like with SB19 and listening to their music, meeting people like Chuck and all these other 18, it makes me now want to go to the Philippines as well and check out their hospitality and go, check out all the events and all that stuff like that. And definitely that's the first place I'm visiting when I get my passport, 100%. And
Oh
Chuck,
yeah.
dead for me. Just kidding. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I'll get my house ready for you. I'm ready to adopt you. All right, we'll be here.
big kuya Chuck in the house.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, since SB19, since you agree that SB19 do impact tourism a lot for the Philippines, do you think they deserve to be supported by the national government? Because we all know that BTS is fully supported by the Korean government, right? Do you
Mm.
think SB19 deserves that too?
Absolutely. Are you kidding? Like I don't know a lot about the Philippines yet. Like I'm just on my journey of understanding Filipino history, Filipino culture and the impact that other artists have had. So I can't speak in regards to other artists and their impact, but if we're comparing to a group like BTS brought millions of dollars into the country, millions
Man,
and millions of
crazy.
dollars,
Mad.
so much revenue into K-pop. And I actually think it would be quite silly if the Filipino government doesn't jump at this special opportunity,
I
potentially
know.
rare
Yeah, because
opportunity,
SB19 are
to
pioneers, man.
support them.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
I just feel like they are going to have such a huge impact, like such a huge impact on the country.
Facts.
And if they are supported, they can do more so than without support. You know, like it's only going to benefit. There's only going to be good things that come from having that government support, I believe. Especially if you're going to use BTS and use the statistics of that and use how the government helped them
Yeah.
and what that created.
True.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
the statistics are there and the
It's
you know,
been done.
it's all written. So it's
It
been
has
done,
been, yeah.
100%.
Yeah. How about you,
For
Jay?
sure.
No, 100%. I honestly deserve, because I feel like SB19, they're becoming a face for a lot of the Philippines. You know, I just keep seeing them everywhere. You know, you know, they're going everywhere with the Dunkin' stuff and all the Pepsi promotions and everything. They're just becoming like an icon and a face in the Philippines. And there's so many brands are supporting them now locally. So I feel like the next step is the government to support them and actually, like, you know, recognize that, yo, like SB19 are doing so much hard work and dedication for Philippines and for their country that they definitely need some type of recognition from the government. So 100%, I back that 100%. And Melanie couldn't have said it any better.
But you know what? SB19
Mm.
they don't actually need government support. They're going to make
No, 100%.
waves. They are going to open doors and they are going
No
to
matter. It
create
doesn't
amazing
matter,
things.
right?
However,
Yeah.
however, imagine if there was that support from the
Imagine.
government.
Exactly,
From the
yeah.
country.
It's gonna
Like, it'll just
unlock
be
their
unmatched.
yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
unlock,
exactly.
you know, hidden potential they never knew they had.
Yeah, the reach and
Yeah,
everything.
The reach,
Yeah.
for
That's
sure, for sure.
that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I really appreciate that very insightful answer right there. The chat is
Thanks.
loving it absolutely. So okay, done with that. A little technical question, right? This one is gonna be a little more simple. This one is we want to know what's your most favorite SB19 reaction ever. I've seen you reacted to SB19 close to 100 times. That's a lot. So which one
Me?
is
Have I?
I
I
just
think it was
stalk,
like
I did a
80
little bit of
something.
stalking.
Gosh,
I think it was like 76
wow,
videos.
that's
And then,
crazy.
but that's just your
But
SB19. Sorry, keep going.
I was gonna say, but it might, like, however many videos shows up, but in the video I do multiple things
A lot.
within
Yeah,
that. I don't
I've
just
seen
I
some.
don't react to one thing. Yeah, I react to
Yeah.
so many different things.
And you also have playlists like SB19 playlists, but then you got Philip solo playlist.
Philip.
You know, yeah. So you actually have a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might be beating me on that front too. But hey, I have 120. All right, leave me alone. Anyway,
Yeah,
We're still
you're doing
competing.
great.
sorry, I didn't mean to compete. My bad.
Always.
Friendly competition.
This is
Okay.
a harder question to answer than the Filipino government one, to be 100% honest with you, because every single reaction that I've ever done to SB19 it's just mind blowing. It's honestly mind blowing. I'm always like, oh my gosh, so crazy. But I think Mana was what got me into SB19.
Mana.
When I
Mana, interesting.
Yeah, so let me tell you a quick story. I do Patreon lives every Saturday, and my
Did see that.
patrons request what I'm doing, and my amazing friend Pia, she's from the Philippines, she requested the Mana performance on Wish Bus, right? And
That one is sick. I love that.
Oh,
Yeah, that goes
epic.
hard. That
And
goes hard.
a little backstory to that. I was really
Sorry.
I was really sick in that reaction, and I just broken my ankle. So I was sick, I had a broken ankle,
Ooh.
and I had like no energy. But as soon as that reaction started, it was like I was just like, whoa, like just an influx of this like hectic energy. I was like, first of all, I was like, who is the guy with the red hair? What is that voice?
And I
What
know.
is
I mean,
this song? What
Mana
is
is like his song.
Yeah,
That makes
so-
sense.
so
I guess it.
That
get
was
it, yeah.
like, I was like, wow, that was the first one that got me into it. But if I really think about what my favorite reaction is, oh my God, it's so hard to say, but I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember watching a recent-ish performance of Elau at something. And Pablo, like, I don't know if there's anyone in the chat that watches my videos, but I was like, literally like tears falling down my face watching Pablo.
Pablo
Oh
is so
my
good.
God. Pablo
man.
honestly blew my mind. And I've gone back to watch that so many times, the video. I can't remember what I don't know. It
Jake
wasn't
can
Round
attest to that.
Festival. It was
100%.
it was one of
100%.
them.
I can attest to
Oh
that.
my! Oh, it was Round Festival PR. Okay, it was like
It
their
might have been
recent
Round
Round
That
Festival,
Festival.
one.
Oh
Damn.
my
That was
god! I
so
was
good. The
literally
emotions.
dying. The emotions. I literally I knew Pablo had so many emotions. I commented on it all the time, but that reaction, that video was just insanely mind blowing. Honestly, insanely mind blowing. But I think that would definitely be up there with one of my favorite in terms of like me being so emotionally connected to what I was watching. But I also go back and watch. I'm a massive sucker for a ballad. I also go
Oh,
back
yeah.
and watch their Tila Luha
Tilaluha. Oh, yeah.
vocal, just their practice, when they're sitting
Round
at the desk
Festival.
and they're no,
Okay, yeah.
it's just the vocals. It's like raw vocals.
Raw,
They're
yeah.
so young. They've just got their laptop and whatever they're playing the music and they're just singing
Pure
with like
raw
no
talent.
microphones. I couldn't believe it. When I saw that, I was like, every single person in the world needs to watch this. This was just so
Facts.
unbelievable.
Pure raw talent.
This is the one?
Pure raw
This,
talent.
yes.
This
Oh
one is
my
so good.
gosh.
Pure
That was
raw
Oh,
so good.
talent.
it was just
Pure
incredible.
raw
So,
vocals.
Young,
Just
young
raw.
Pablito. Sorry.
but I mean,
Wow.
I honestly, all of their Wish Bus performances, but I'm a sucker for ballads like Ilaw, Liham, Tila Luha, Hanggang sa Huli, Mapa, Niebe. Like, I cannot
Yeah.
go a day without listening. Was it this of Pablo at the end?
I think that yeah.
That one. Oh my
Yes!
god.
So emotional.
This one is so good.
No.
Because I watched
Sorry.
I watched a fan cam. I didn't watch the original one. I think
Yeah.
went back to watch, but I was a fan cam, so it was still. So I could see Pablo the entire time without any of the cuts going to each member, and I was just like, Pablo, like, who hurt
I mean,
you?
look at him.
You know?
What the heck?
Oh,
Dude,
I just couldn't.
I can't play the
Oh,
song because of copyright, but dude, I can
Copyright,
hear
yeah.
them singing right now.
Oh God.
Yeah. You can
man.
fully. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So good.
This one was so
Crazy.
good. So good.
Mm,
So that was
so
your most
good.
favorite then.
Well, I don't
Oh,
know if it's
Mana,
my
Mana
most
was-
favorite, but it's
Mana, yeah.
no.
Basically,
Mana
it told
was
us a
what
lot.
got me into them.
Okay.
You know what? I told you I can't not speak.
You
a
can't
lot, but
decide. It's everything. You like everything.
I
and
can't
I'm with
decide,
you on
but
that.
that's what comes to my mind when I think of like
Right.
something that's impacted me recently. Well, I guess
Right.
recently because everything's impacted me. That came to my mind.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
when Pablo
enough.
does that emotional bit,
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I get really emotional myself. I cry like a big baby, a big wussy baby. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I know.
seriously.
So I
Uh,
obviously you look up to SB19 a lot. Obviously, right? You love them.
much.
You idolize them.
Yes,
So
I do.
I have a question here then. If you
Oh.
get to date
Yes.
one of them, who would it be? And what will you do together? If you get to date one of them.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Not even a
Ken.
sliver of
And-
hesitation right there.
I know, right?
Ken.
I was gonna
And
say if
I
you
would
stole
ask him.
Yeah.
Our date would be designing a Superior Sun jacket, like one just for me. Superior Sun jacket signed. Take heaps of selfies so I can brag to 18. No, I'm kidding. But I don't know. Like honestly,
Super competitive
honestly,
now with the 18.
I
Watch out,
know.
18.
Honestly, I would go on a date with okay. I have a partner, so this is all hypothetical, just so no
Of
one
course.
Right.
gets weird.
Right. Yeah.
I would go. I just want to have a conversation with literally any of them. Like, just sit down, get deep,
Gotta love
have a
that.
glass of wine if they're drinking, and like, I feel like it would just be so
I love that.
priceless. Like,
I love
oh,
that too,
a
yeah.
good old,
Bro.
like a deep conversation. Like,
Mad
let's get so
respect to you.
deep, you know?
I love that.
Respect
I
in the
love that.
chat. W's in
Uh-huh.
the chat.
W's in the chat for sure. I love that answer, dude. Just a
Mm.
conversation, I mean, nothing beats a
Yeah.
conversation, a good one with a wine,
Oh,
right?
Literally.
Dude,
Oh,
100%.
seriously.
And Chuck knows I like my
Absolutely.
wine.
Oh, same here. Same
But what
here.
will you do, Jay? Like, let's say you're given a chance to like bond with one of them. Who will it be, and
Pablo.
what do you want to do?
Pablo, honestly,
What are you gonna do
Pablo,
together?
And what I would do together is I would ask him about his just how he like produces, how he makes beats, like
Yes.
his whole production, just what he
Mm.
goes into it. I would sit
Learning
down
from
with
the
him.
best.
I would sit down with him. I would
Yeah.
want to like, I wouldn't even tell him like, yo, let's collab. I'll just be sit down and be like, yo, teach me, Pablo, teach me. Like, I know like I'm decent at it, but teach me. I want to see like your process from how you rap, how you sing, you know, how you make beats, and just talk like rap with him. That's what I would do. I'd just sit there and talk rap with him. Have a glass of wine as well if he drinks wine. I don't know, maybe he does from his Akala song. But anyway,
I mean, he
and
has a
yeah,
song about wine,
I think
you know.
he
yeah.
drank.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I would just sit there and do that, and I wouldn't even be like, yo, I wouldn't even sit there and be like, oh, can I get a video of it or nothing? No, I wouldn't even care if it's behind closed doors. I would just sit there, just want to chat with him and see like
Oh.
how, like what goes into his like creation, and you know what I mean. That's what I would do.
That makes
And
sense.
then I would
Absolutely.
kiss him on the cheek. Sorry,
Mm.
why? Sorry, babe. Sorry, babe. I gotta do it. You know?
What? Okay, sure.
Gosh, yeah.
You got your chance. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Why
why not?
again?
Yeah, no,
Right.
100%. So leading
Okay.
into the next question, bit of a cue. If SB19, if they were watching this instant, the whole members, they were sitting here watching this live, and you didn't expect it. They're just sitting there talking about us, going, "Oh, look at this white guy. He's weird. Look at Melanie. She's so talented." Anyway, if they were sitting there thinking that, what's your message for them right now? What would be your message to them directly if they were sitting here
Oh
watching
my
this?
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, let's do this.
If I'm being
Big screen, straight on Melanie. You
oh
got the stand.
I
If
lifted my
SB19 are
microphone
watching
up.
now,
Let-
talk to them.
Okay, let's forget that I've got a microphone right here because I'm gonna have it right here. No,
Okay.
honestly, I think that I would honestly I'd thank them for re-inspiring my passion for literally everything. Like,
Wow.
I can't express enough how much SB19 have helped me to literally like reflect in all aspects of my life, because like they are
Wow.
literally like they're living and breathing their passion. Like, alam kong may struggle sila. Alam kong hindi madali ang buhay nila. Alam ko yun. Pero sa tingin ko, they have made me think about what it is that I actually want to achieve in my life. Like, what my passion is. Like, what am I passionate about? You know, like when I watch them perform, I feel like it's like I literally feel like I'm watching them like release their soul through their voices. Like all of their worries are like literally being released with every note. And I feel like I haven't really experienced that kind of a feeling before, you know, like it's a really incredible thing to witness. So I think I'd probably just say thank you. Like they have actually changed my life in such a special way. And like I'll never forget that, because yeah, I feel like I've just been reinvented in regards to when it comes to like passion. And yeah, I would just say that I love you all so much and keep going, because you're like heading to the top and we love you so much.
Wow.
So
Woo!
yeah, that's probably what I would
Wow.
say.
Bro, that
I'm
made
not-
me a little bit tear up a little bit there.
I'm
Come on, man.
I'm not tearing up. No, sorry.
Oh
Nah,
man,
man.
that was emotional, dude. Like
Nah,
seriously,
nope.
man. I mean,
Cutting
I
out.
totally can relate, Mel. You know what? I just want to
Yeah,
say something.
100%.
SB19 is the reason. I mean, you've seen my documentaries, right? I mean, I'm not really bragging, but I do my best to make it look as good as possible, presentable. I wouldn't have even I wouldn't even known if I was capable of that if it was for SB19. It was
Facts.
because of them. Like if I haven't met
Yeah.
them, I would be doing something else differently. But I just wanted to show the world how good they are, how good their influence is, and that's why I learned how to make documentaries, and that's because of them. And the way Mel put it, the way she said that SB19 reignited her passion, it's the same. I mean, the same
Same.
goes for me. I mean, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you,
That-
thank you for that message. I really appreciate that, Mel.
Honestly, and if I can chime in, the same honestly goes for me too. Like there was a point in my life where I stopped doing YouTube before I even found SB19, and I almost gave up in a sense, almost gave up on this YouTube thing. I wasn't having any motivation, and then I found SB19. I found SB19, and they reignited that passion. I was going through some struggles, and I've mentioned this before, so I'm not going to mention it again. But they basically literally saved my life. And when you were saying that, that's why it teared me up so much, because it just reminds me of how much they've not only done for me, not only done for Chuck, not only done for you, Melanie, but how much lives they continue to impact day in and day out, how many lives they
Mhm.
are just touched by them, and that's why they always need.
Yeah.
That's why we love showing them a recognition for that, So honestly, I can attest to that,
Mm,
and respect to you, Melanie. 100% respect to you.
mm.
Yeah,
Right back at you. Right back at you.
Uh, Making me killing
man.
now.
Wow, what an interview, guys. I mean, what a blast. That was actually the
Uh,
last question, and you answered it beautifully. It even got me tear up a little bit. I mean, that's
Oh.
just amazing,
yeah.
dude. Thank you. I'm so happy to be sharing this live with you guys and the other reactors
Same
I've
here.
talked to.